Welcome back. Over the weekend, a huge party in the Rondo neighborhood celebrating the past, present, and future. The event brought food, vendors, and music to the annual Rondo Block Party. Sammy Salinas shows us how at the core of this year's event is community.
Now this is a block party right here.
For a neighborhood,
the Rondo Block Party celebrates the past, present, and future of the Rondo neighborhood.
Once fractured.
A historic black neighborhood in St. Paul that was taken away by 94.
It feels so good.
Yes, definitely the resilience of our people because we don't stop.
To be together.
I'm 86 years old. She's blah, 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 blah.
I'm 73.
Peggy and Ken Pugh.
We both lived in Rondo.
Grew up here and despite being in one another's backyard, got married just 6 years ago.
It was all about family and community. It was when you knew you had to be in when the street lights came on. When the highway came in, it was devastating. It literally changed everything economically.
Construction of I-94 started ripping through Rondo in the 50s.
We had to start dispersing and going to different parts of the city. And it's never been the same after that.
The Block Party, which is on its 4th year.
It's such a blessing to reminisce. I just saw a woman I haven't seen since 6th grade.
Is bringing people back.
When you come to something like this on a bright sunny afternoon, it really makes you feel good because you see old friends and you get some of that energy back.
More needs to be done to reconnect Rondo.
My great-great-granddaughter is in this group here.
But the best road forward
Good to see you.
is together.
Let's get a picture of you and I.
Sammy Salinas, KARE 11 News.
A year after a catastrophic flood, a St. Paul nonprofit is now reopening its doors. Starhouse hosted an open house yesterday for the community to see its brand new crisis nursery facility. It will offer overnight care for young children whose families are going through emergencies. Organizers say the facility offers safe beds, home-cooked meals, clothing, and a home away from home for families in need. Starhouse initially launched its overnight services in late 2024, but a flood last year forced the facility to close.
It's really vital. Our families need the help. This can be the step that, keeps the family together, keeps them resilient, and really just gives the parents a break so they can, keep being the great parents that they are.
Starhouse's new building is even bigger than the one they previously had. They'll start accepting families this Friday. Large crowds flocked to South Minneapolis yesterday for the Powderhorn Art Fair. The celebration at Powderhorn Park features 200 artists, food trucks, garden vendors, and more. Now in its 35th year, the fair showcases the well-known artistic community of the neighborhood and brings in artists from all around the country.
This goes all the way around the lake. I can't even imagine how many different artists or craftspeople or whatever you call them are here. Even if you don't like my nonsense, there's something you're going to enjoy.
Some of the proceeds from the art fair goes to community programming run by the Powderhorn Park Neighborhood Association, like the Renters Support Fund. Students go to college to learn, but that doesn't mean they can't teach a thing or two themselves. One recent graduate from Minnesota got her degree on a campus in Pennsylvania, but left with a whole lot more.
Your right arm is coming up.
What if
3, 4,
reaching high,
double to the ground
could actually help ground you?
Your front leg is bent.
It's on the floors of Curio Dance Studio in Stillwater.
Prep 7.
That Lexi Wedi
Shanae up.
Found her dancing dreams.
Shanae down. 3, 4. So I started putting my everything into dance, and it's worked out really well.
And decided to chase those dreams on the campus of Muhlenberg College in Pennsylvania.
I wanted an adventure.
Where Lexi found roots grounded in that land's history.
And I still am very thankful to the Lenape for allowing me to have my higher education on their beautiful, beautiful land.
Being Ojibwe in Minnesota
before the turn,
Lexi always felt connected to her culture.
You should be here.
Until she moved away.
This is 3, 4. I knew my culture, I knew my language, and it's so ingrained in culture in the Twin Cities. Moving out to the East Coast, I didn't realize how big of a difference that would be.
Seeing no acknowledgement for the Lenape people of that region.
There was no representation.
Lexi saw a chance to educate.
I felt like I had to do something to give back to them in some way.
Across campus, hundreds of trees stand tall, each with its own plaque detailing the tree's background and history. But one piece of history was missing.
And I thought of this idea of redesigning all of the tree plaques to include the Lenape translation for the tree species.
So she led a team of students doing just that, one tree at a time.
Currently, there are about 250 trees with Lenape plaques on them. We decided to call it the ITQ project because ITQ translates to tree in Lenape. It was definitely a switch going to Muhlenberg and educating the faculty and staff about something that honestly I don't think they ever really thought of before I got there. The only thing I really ever wanted was for the language to be brought back to life some way.
Though she went to college to be a student, she left a teacher.
That's always been something I've been passionate about. Big kick.
Which should come
To stand up.
as no surprise.
Beautiful. You guys were all on the right leg and everything.
Bringing lessons
Turn out of it
home.
like that to come back to the front. And I continue to come back all the time, and I teach as much as I can. I also teach at a children's theater, and I'm also a swim teacher.
Now with a degree in dance
Turn.
and back on familiar ground in Minnesota,
7, 8.
Lexi's thankful she took a leap to follow her dreams.
Yeah? Lovely. Big Batma.
Mentoring young dancers to reach for their own.
Swipe. I just hope to continue and learn as much as I can and do as much as I can. And when you step, your arms are gonna come to first.
Remembering that not too long ago,
1, 2,
she was also a student,
5, 6,
but perhaps always a teacher
1, 2.
at heart.
Beautiful.
Stick with us. More news and weather's coming up after the break.